dangerous.
Okay, dreadful crash there. Christian Fittipaldi broke his leg in 4 places. Chris McLean is the man you can hear with a sharp intake of breath there. You're a physio,
yes,
so what does that mean?
One. Fittipaldi, unfortunately, it was a compound fracture.
Blimey, he does look in a bad way, doesn't he?
This guy fell. Skinned him alive, actually, just before the show.
Yeah, sorry, you shouldn't joke. All the best, Christian, mate. So this is his leg. Where's
the leg.
Where's he done it then?
We've got a tibia, the larger bone. We've got a fibula.
Right.
It's a compound fracture. He's got 4 fractures.
Yeah.
Up the shaft of the tibia and the fibula. Compound meaning some of it's gone through the skin. So a fragment of bones passed through the skin, pierced blood vessels, muscles, and hopefully not any nerves though. Because if that's the case, it's going to put him out for a long time.
Yeah.
He's going to have surgery. He's got a few options.
If it's in 4 places, does that mean it's really hard to do? Because if it's in one place, I imagine you can just kind of stick it.
Yeah.
If there's broken bits in between all the way down.
You got 2 main options. You can go internal fixation.
Yeah.
They'll put a nail down right through the tibia,
yeah.
Or they can put an external cage through. So actually put a cage through the leg and put pins through the fragments, and they'll twiddle them around to get them all in line.
Yeah. Okay.
He's probably looking for about 6 to 12 months.
Right.
Hopefully there's no nerve damage there, but that can happen.
Is it going to be a problem that one of his legs might be shorter than the other in the end if they do the screws up a bit too tight sometimes, don't they?
Yeah, he will have some shortening. It's inevitable.
He'll be able to drive again though?
Yeah, they'll just have to make a few adjustments. He'll probably have a little bit of heel raise on one of his shoes. It's quite simple, so that's not going to be the problem. I just hope there's no nerve damage.
Yeah. Okay, that's Christian Fittipaldi. Put his leg down. We've got some other bits here. Now we've got a jaw here for our next bit. We're talking about Tony Underwood's jaw.
I thought it was Shakespeare.
Ah.
Alas, poor Tony. I knew him well.
Yes.
But yeah, Tony Underwood.
Helen, we've got a funny physio. Hey!
And the star of the show is. No, yeah, Tony Underwood.
Hang on. This will make everyone laugh. What do you think of it so far? Right!
Love Channel 5.
No?
No?
No.
Okay, Helen, you're great.
Yeah. So Tony Underwood, the old Underwood brother, and he was playing in the game, and someone broke his jaw.
Broken jaw. Fortunately, it was an undisplaced fracture of his jaw. He so that means that the bones are in line. This is the mandible here.
Yeah.
The fracture's generally around here. Now, generally it's direct trauma, so we didn't actually see the tackle very well on TV.
He wasn't very well.
So I don't know whether it was an actual punch or a high tackle. And you get a few other problems there. It compresses the temporomandibular joint up here, which is a little hinge joint.
So what are the chances? He's got a month to get himself ready, I think, for the Lions. What do you think?
He's got a month. I think he should be able to do it. It'll take 3 to 4 weeks for that fracture to heal.
Yeah.
The only real treatment is rest, and there's no surgery required for his.
Right.
And so basically we'll be on soft fluids.
Yeah.
Soft foods.
I understood that they were going to try and knit his jaw. Now, my nan's very good at knitting, but a jaw, I think, would be a bit of a struggle. What is that all about?
It would be a tricky one.
Yeah.
Basically, they're talking about bony union. And, the callus formation, that's what they're talking about.
Right.
I heard he was going to buy a blender.
Yeah? Yeah,
he had to puree his pizzas.
Oh, OK.
Yeah.
Well, keep your chin up, Tony, anyway, whatever, on that one.
But, yeah, Tony, good chance he will make the tour, fortunately.
Yeah. Now, other rugby injuries, just in London Irish's Jeremy Davison hamstring injury. Take us through a hamstring injury.
He's done a hamstring. Hamstring attaches up here on the pelvis, runs down below the knee. It's an extremely common one to tear, especially this time of the season when players are getting quite fatigued. And it's a lot of micro-trauma as the season goes on. So it can be a cumulative effect and finally snap. Away you go.
How long would that take to mend then?
They fluctuate depending on the tear. You've got the sciatic nerve, which supplies the hamstring. If that gets a bit jiggered around, the pain can last for a while. Can be 1 week, can be 6 weeks, can be a few months. It's a difficult one to pinpoint. Yeah.
And of course, always looks much easier when it's just bits of cardboard, I suppose.
A lot easier, actually. Easier to treat too.
Yeah. And Tim Rod. Helen, please don't chuckle, because it's very serious for some of these people. They're badly hurt, his hamstring's gone. And lastly, Tim Rodber, a bit of whiplash injury. I mean, where's he been getting that from then? He's been going to the wrong sort of places, has he?
Well,
who's giving him the whiplash then?
He's Helen might know.
He doesn't look well, actually, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, what's happened there then?
Basically, this is the neck, the cervical spine.
Okay.
Whiplash is a forced, what they call a hyperextension, so the spine's drawn back quite quickly. The muscle haven't had a lot of time to adapt to that fast change. So he's jiggered around. The spinal cord has been stretched out a bit. The suboccipital muscle has been pulled. The nerves, the blood vessels. It's also a tricky one. He won't be at his worst for probably about 78 hours after the event. Yeah. Because you can actually have a whiplash and feel okay. And it can be a bit of delayed soreness. Yeah. It could take 2 weeks. It could take 6 weeks.
Okay, yeah. Chris, thanks for sharing all those with us.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Better put that back and see if it gets better. Okay, all this week we'll be showing you some of the best sporting action. This is how it lines up.